Okay, Tuesday, August 2nd. I'm just going to make a quick video here showing some stocks that are showing some decent, price action chart patterns to the upside at this point in time, maybe for the next month or so. It's a tight, and I'll kind of, I always look at multiple time frame analysis. So this is like a 15-minute chart. This happens to be AMD, which I'll explain in a second. This is the daily chart. This is a weekly chart, and this is the monthly chart. So when I'm looking at kind of for the next few weeks, what might look good, I look at the monthly chart first, and I'm looking for these charts that have a nice, they broadened out lower a little bit. They had a nice green reversal. And then you have like what I call a 2-up month where it's making a new high here on the month. So that projects up to the next target, which is this monthly. You can see if we break this high and until proven otherwise, we're heading up to this high, which is like the 109 area. And I think there's a psychological 100 area that AMD is going to hit. So a stock like AMD, I really like in terms of, the short run moving higher until proven otherwise. The thing is on the weekly chart, you have 5 weeks in a row up and there's going to be a little exhaustion risk there. If you jump right in now, we could have a little pullback. So ideally you want to buy on these pullbacks, into this, for good entry location. And then once you get the pullback, you look at the 15-minute chart, the way it opens, to get a good timing if you really want to be more precise about it. But either way, even when you get a pullback in this condition, when you're expecting higher, you can buy and kind of anticipate it moving up. Or you can just wait for a day where you get kind of a new, if you have a new lows being made, then you get the new high in here, like at this blue line, and that would have started the next leg up. So there's different ways to buy on these pullbacks. But right now, even though it's moving up, there is exhaustion risk, even though I'm projecting it up here, higher to that 110 area in time. It doesn't usually take a straight line. So entry, location is kind of important too, even when you have the big picture to the upside. But these are the types of stocks I'm interested in, short run here. There are other ones like even, a lot of the tech stocks, but some other categories too, like the oils look okay. Like NVIDIA, if I click on that one just to show you, NVIDIA, where are we here? Again, same kind of thing, monthly green, new 2-up month. So we're projecting to take out these two highs here, which is up over 200, Then you have this big red bar you have to kind of negotiate, but you'll just kind of watch the monthly bars at that point. But I am projecting these areas. So again, same type of thing as AMD. They bounce nicely, wait for good pullbacks and buy that type of stock. You can see here, even the lower openings today are bought. People are buying, but I think there's a little exhaustion risk given the price action, and there'll be better opportunities to get in. But you'll see. Let's see what else. Even a stock like PayPal, I was looking at that one, has a decent little monthly reversal here, green bar starting up with a 2-up month, and you can see these little two highs here. That should be taken out because there are stops up there from people who are short. So that's why, if you look at the chart, you can see these areas here on the weekly chart should be taken out to the upside. And again, then there's the psychological 100 target. So when price is here at 88, there's definitely room to move higher. The key is waiting for a good daily signal. Again, like down here, these pullbacks would be the good signal. So you're kind of pausing here, which is good. If we can get some kind of 2 down, meaning a new lower low and then an up, that would be a good entry type of thing. But I think stocks like PayPal are heading higher to take out stops up here at the moment. But these are, short run kind of things. And then you kind of watch the monthly chart to see how the greens continue higher as they keep, heading higher and holding their midpoints of prior months. Then you expect it to go up, 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 just like it was going down, down, down here. So we'll see. Other stocks like Starbucks and Tesla are two others that I know have decent looks to them. Starbucks, this one's a little trickier. This is kind of inside breaking out here. So at the moment, as long as the midpoint of this bar holds here, the big monthly bar reversal last month, I'm expecting it to head up here into the, maybe the 90 area. It's kind of not as good as those other charts, but we have an inside breakout that should project up here until proven otherwise. But this one doesn't look as great as some others. So but it's still up. Tesla looks really good. I mean, this is a whole new monthly uptrend, another 2-up month. So we're projecting up here for sure to the 55 area. And then if that could be taken out, this whole chart could broaden out back into all-time highs eventually. This looks like a really good stock given this monthly price. Again, as long as we hold the midpoint of this prior month on pullbacks, We have a little bit of exhaustion risk on the weekly chart, so you want to just see nice pauses. Like here was a good pause day. You know, we had a reversal day yesterday with red, and then today you can see it was immediately bought. So that's when you look at the 15-minute chart. If it opens up, holds that first bar, and it heads higher, that's why it was a good buy here at 895. You know, it got up to like 920. So short run, it's heading higher. But there'll be some other, I think, opportunities on pullbacks to jump in this one, because I think we are heading up towards these targets up here. So these stocks look good. And then, like I said, the oil stocks look good, like a Chevron, for example. There's a few of them, Occidental. But I think oil might have paused and be heading back up. You know, this is it's a monthly bar that kind of reversed after taking out some lows here. We haven't yet got the 2-up month, so that will be the confirmation that we're heading to new highs. But I like this green bar as long as we can hold the midpoint here. And, you know, it was a big push up on the weekly chart, so we are pausing inside here. So if we can get the push back up to new daily highs, this will be a good, I like the oils, in other words, to head higher. I just want to wait for the right signal. Like today, it was a big down opening, so it's not really ready to buy it yet. But any kind of a new high, I would jump in, and I'm expecting oil to kind of work back towards those highs again. Then there are other stocks that are just, you know, really like Celsius, which has been discussed in the past. These are just ultra strong stocks, just moving up to, you know, and as they move up with new monthly highs, you're expecting, you know, these new highs to be taken, you know, all-time highs to be taken out. It's just that there's too much exhaustion risk to jump right in here. You can pull back at any moment, but I would look for these pullbacks, these red days on the daily chart to look. That's why you can see all these red days were good buys on a chart like this that was working up towards these all-time highs, and that's where it's kind of heading. At that point, I'd be a little, you could have a little exhaustion risk there. Not that it's going to collapse, but that, you know, you won't get the momentum anymore. But this was a good, these stocks, when they're making new monthly highs like this, and UNH, I can, you know, healthcare stocks, these are projecting up to new highs. So those are always good to look at too. Again, it's just each individual chart. It's, you know, what you want to look at. I could show you many other low price. These are the main name stocks. Other stocks, you know, there are many low price ones that have similar patterns. You just got to look around and find the ones you like. If I look at a DoorDash, I mean, even this one, just because I clicked on it, this one's a little tricky. Inside bar here, I see this more consolidation. You can see here after all this red, it's just kind of pausing in here. So I can't say I love this one short run, but it is moving up at the moment and could be taking out these two highs before, you know, if it wants to, you know, move lower. But it's not the type of stock where at the moment has the best chart pattern compared to like the AMD. So to me, like an AMD is the really a good looking one, at least the way I see it, heading up here and looking at any opportunities to buy. And then, you know, you just have to look around at the individual charts and see. I'd first look at these monthly chart to see which ones have the potential to have a 2-up month, meaning a new highs in August that then project up to certain, you know, previous month's highs. Those are the ones I'm focused on, or the very strong stocks like a Celsius that are kind of moving towards kind of all-time highs. There are a few stocks like that. So those are the ones you look at chart wise, and it's just a matter of you know, you picking out the you know, or you can't trade them all, so you just got to pick some certain ones and kind of just follow them and see if they continue along the path that they're expected to go.